What's going on, you guys? Back with another video. Y'all, please excuse my attire. Um, About to get my day started and redo my hair. But something came to me yesterday while I was working, and this is 17 hours ago. So I put it on the community board, and I wrote, "Narcissists love to use the dismiss tactic." And I have to go back and edit that because I misprint. To make you question your loyalty towards them. This makes you run behind them. And those of you who have experienced this with a narcissist, if you know what I'm talking about. Those of you who haven't, hopefully I can explain this to you so you could get a better understanding, you know. So yesterday again, it came to me while I'm at work. And when God puts stuff on your spirit sometimes to speak about, you can't always just stop what you're doing and get behind the camera. So what I do is just jot down notes and get back to it later. And I had every intention on recording last night, but then things happened, got busy, took my hair down, you know, just got behind with things, and I just decided to call it a night. But, I really wanted to talk about how narcissists use the dismiss tactic to control you in a way. So I wrote down, when you start to question their behavior, sometimes that is all the answer you need to know if you should cut them off. And I know that I'm not saying it like soon a person show you one side, because that's how narcissists act. Soon a person show you this side of them, and it don't sit well with you. You're like, nah, I ain't feeling you. Like that's how narcissists act. I'm talking about when a person show you a pattern of their behavior, and you're just not seeing nothing different. You keep giving them the benefit of the doubt. They change just a little bit, and then before you know it, they back to their old ways. Yeah, that's when it's time to question, should you continue dealing with that person? And that goes for family as well. Because people will use you up as long as you allow them to, in different ways. And they may not be a narcissist, but that is a toxic situation that you shouldn't want yourself to be a part of. It's a cycle that will continue as long as you allow it to. So at some point you have to jump off, because you're going to see that you're really not going anywhere that's benefiting you, you know. So again, that's sometimes all the answers you need to cut them off. Because it is not normal for a person to give you the silent treatment or get angry because you have, for example, canceled a prior engagement. You do so because you absolutely have to. You have shown so much loyalty and shown the narcissist how dependable you can be. The moment you can't show up, they gonna cut up and act out. And it's so unfair because a lot of times we know the narcissists to be unavailable when we really need them. Well, we're okay with it. We're like, okay, I understand. We're very understanding. But the moment the narcissists take it this way, it's punishment time. It's silent treatment time. It's I'm gonna dismiss you from something that we had planned for the next time around. And you're like, why are you doing this? Like, and they really don't have an answer for it. But it's like they're either reserving your time, or they dismissing you from something that they had already planned with you. Like, if it's going to hurt you, their intentions are to punish you and teach you a lesson, you know. So it is not normal to get someone a silent treatment or get angry because you have canceled a prior engagement. Notice how it's okay when they do it and you're quick to accept it and be understanding about it, but the moment they're doing it, you're not a good friend. And when you notice a pattern of someone treating you that way, it's when it's time for you to, you know, start to question the relationship with that person. You know, it's just not worth letting somebody treat you that way. It's not worth the headache that you getting from thinking about it too hard. It's not worth it. When you realize that, you're gonna let it go. And you're gonna feel so different, like so much space has been, freed up now in your life because this person is not there anymore. And you're gonna think about it. Don't think about it in a way like I lost them because maybe I really hurt their feelings or something like that. You got to think about, like, okay, how is it benefiting me that, I don't have to deal with them so much now, or I'm not dealing with them at all anymore. So, accept the dismissal. Let them cut you off if they have to. It's good. You know, that's a good thing for you. It's much needed, and you better off without that anyway. You know, again, not worth the headache that you get for thinking about it so hard. And then to begin with, it wasn't even no real friendship. It was a situation. It was something that benefited them more. It was a loyalty thing. They needed you to stay loyal so that they can keep using you. Using you not always for material things, money or anything like that. Just using up your time, constantly reserving your time, using your mind, um, using you as a person and stealing your whole character, pretending to be you, and just soaking up so much of your time to where you don't you start to kind of lose yourself and forget about the things that most interest you. And a lot of times when they start to dismiss you, it's normally things that it's something that they feel like you really really wanted to do, or they dismiss you to let you know, I don't need you. It's like they want you to feel rejected because of how they take things. And the whole dismiss thing is all a punishment. It's nothing but a punishment. It's showing you that I don't need you. Even though, they pine so hard to get you and do very little to keep you or show you any type of respect, any mutual respect of that. And the moment that you can't be there for them, they cut you off. Narcissists are known to cancel on you and just be unavailable when you can really really use them to be there. They just don't have it. They don't have that in them to know how it feels. They don't feel the way we feel. They take things personal. They take it to where it's an attack or you're rejecting them. And so now they have to retaliate. They got to get revenge. They got to punish you, silent treatment, dismiss you, and stuff like that. And trust me, when a narcissist dismiss you, and it's not like a final discard to where they just done with you for good because they have used you up completely and you don't have nothing else to give. When it's not that kind of discard, when they just dismiss you for the moment, it's a punishment, and the punishment can go on for days, weeks, maybe even months. They're coming back around. The reason why is they have other supply on standby, you know. And this dismissal is just a punishment to teach you a lesson. That's all. That lesson can go on a very long time. That's how they operate. Narcissists are very selfish, and they never realize that sometimes maybe that person just can't give you what you want. The narc. They don't think of it that way because they're very entitled. Their sense of entitlement, their spirit of entitlement, it just overshadows any other thoughts. They choose to think that way because they feel like they're deserving of whatever they want and to get it whenever they want it. you know. But that's not the reality of life. And it's like they're not very open minded. They're very difficult to deal with because it's like you become a part of their world. You play the game their way. And the moment that you choose to kind of change the rules, you know, it's just like they have a problem with it and they're going to punish you. They don't play fair. They hit below the belt. They do things to get inside your mind and make you confused, or they do things to get inside your heart and hurt you. And nobody deserves to be treated that way. So when you start to notice that this person keeps dismissing you, it can be like something they had planned with you because they're getting supply out of you. And this time you just can't be there, I have a test coming up and I have to make this test up in order to pass this class. I'm not going to be able to do such and such tomorrow evening. So the narcissist, they'll be like, oh, okay then. And they don't care about what the test is. Have you been studying? Well, I hope you pass it, friend, or nothing like that. If anything, they're going to go silent on you. They're going to get back with you later on just to let you don't have to worry about, uh, don't even worry about tomorrow evening. And that's even after you done already told them, well, I ain't going to be able to come anyway. They'll tell you you don't have to worry about it. This is their way of being in control and having the power in their crazy mind. After you already told them you can't be there. And then they turn around and say things like, I'm gonna go with, other people. They mention other people's name. May even mention somebody who they know you don't like. They do that kind of stuff to punish you. They have all kind of tactics to punish you when you can't be there. And it's not even deserving of, you don't even deserve to be punished. Like, why are you acting like this? They're very emotional. And it's bad when it's like they get so deep in their feelings they can't see straight. Like that's a dangerous situation to be in with somebody because you never know when it's your turn, when mad they come and what they're gonna do to you, and you may take it lightly or be like, okay, God forbid you respond to that like, oh, okay, well, y'all have fun and let me know how it went. You may not get a reply back because now they're mad because you didn't answer them the right way. They wanted it to really hurt your feelings, make you feel a way, and express that. Oh, okay, well, I could have come with y'all. I'll come. I could just meet y'all there. They wanted you to say that, and you don't say that. So now they looking like, oh, okay, I'm gonna show her then. And it's like all that's not even called for. Again, as they were dismissing you, making you think that what you're doing is taken away from them after all that they have done for you, and they don't even really do nothing, you know, to really even give themselves the name friend. It's always about something that they're offering, maybe a little bit of, I don't know, something they give you, a little bit of love bombing or something like that. But it's not nothing that really holds up the word friendship or companionship or something like that. Like, it just don't have no weight to that. It don't. And the narcissist doesn't realize it takes more than buying me things, to 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 be a friend. Like, it takes way more than that. They don't realize that because they never really wanted a friendship anyway. They only wanted loyalty. So again, if you notice these patterns with somebody, let that be the final discard. The next time they call themselves dismissing you for something, let it be that. I had someone to do that to me probably December. December will be a year. And the person called themselves dismissing me because I wasn't able to give them something one time. And if it just took that one time, that just goes to show the whole thing that we had, the whole friendship that we had was nothing. It was really me holding that up. It's like the moment that I denied them something, they showed me that, I'm nothing to them. They could just throw me away. And it didn't make me feel no kind of way. It made me question them, and then I was like, well, whatever. You know, uh, it is what it is. But it also made me feel free and like, like a weight been lifted off my shoulder. Like, you feel so much better sometimes when certain people is out of your life. And you get to think back to, well, like, you get to really think back to, like, what really kept us friends for so long. So you kind of look at what you did versus how they were. And then you're like, yeah, that's a friendship that you can let go. And it wasn't even a friendship to begin with, again. It was about loyalty. They always need to know that you're going to be there. They need to know that they can get it out you at any time. In the moment that you can't deliver, can't come through for them, or you're unavailable, they punish you, dismiss you, stuff like that. But anyway, I don't want to keep repeating myself over and over again. Apologize if I have. I hope y'all take something from this message and leave your thoughts down below on it. Thank y'all for watching. Talk to you soon.